Public safety is an essential. I want it to also be on par with early childhood and after school. But there are consequences if the governor's budget was to be adopted. There are real consequences. And so one cannot just simply say, well, yes, obviously I would stand in the way of what would be, in my view, about 1,000 officers. But I don't believe this will stand because I understand that both the leaders of the House, the Senate, and the full body of both the House and the Senate have to understand the consequence of that budget. Yes, we always say before we introduce a budget, these are not more than numbers on a page, they're values. They're also priorities. And while resources are scarce, our challenges are not. And I'm suggesting that the governor's budget does not look at the entire spectrum of resources. That's why, even in our budget, we close corporate loopholes. You used to get a subsidy for skyboxes. We shut that down. Some companies used to go to Kankakee to buy something to avoid sales taxes. We shut that down. Because if you're going to make reforms, you got to make sure you look at the entire budget, not just at children and families. This gives a whole new meaning to women and children first. It's the wrong choice. It also doesn't ask core questions. If this is important, how do you do it better? And that's why I try to also, while I philosophically, fundamentally disagree with indiscriminate cuts across the board without regard to impact.